Where's my belt?
What you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about first? What about this LSD guy? You want to talk about him first?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
all right, listeners. So this is the scoop, right? Police say a 19-year-old Enterprise rent-a-car employee spiked his coworker's drink with LSD because they were because they were giving off negative energy.
Wow, really? On the job.
On the job. He spiked 2 employees' water bottles and a 3rd employee's coffee. Who does that and why? Of all things,
where is my belt?
He need his whole ass whooped. His entire ass needs to be whooped. Somebody giving off negative energy, why don't you give them some quotes or like refer them to something, or I don't know. He could have just spit in a drink and kept it moving.
Oh, gross, Cass.
That's gross. But I mean, come on, you don't put drugs in somebody.
Okay, Seeley. Kizzy from goddamn Roots spitting in that white woman drink.
I mean, he could have also Octavia Spencer them and baked them a pie.
Eat my shit.
So this is how it went, y'all. So police began investigating the 19-year-old man this week after officers were called to the rental car location in Missouri about 2 people feeling dizzy and shaky for an unexplained reason. The workers were taken to urgent care before being transferred to the hospital. Police officers then questioned the 19-year-old, who admitted he put the drug in 2 co-workers' water bottles and a 3rd employee's coffee that day because they had negative energy.
Tragic.
Oh my gosh. I just can't.
I'm kind of scared to work with younger people. They drug you up and all kind of shit.
Right.
All because of negative energy.
Negative energy, quote unquote. Like what made him the law of negative energy? Who had negative energy and who didn't? I would love to know. Were they just saying negative stuff? Were they being Debbie Downers? Like,
let's get in contact with this guy and just interview him. How about that?
Oh yeah, yes, I would love to interview him. If you happen to come across this podcast, please reach out to us via Facebook, the Pure Audacity Podcast, or Instagram, Pure Audacity Pod. Hit our DMs. We would love to interview you for the show.
Just want to know, what were you thinking? I need to get my belt.
Right.
Where's my belt? Let's talk about this lady. Well, you know it's tax season. It's almost over with. Everybody done spent their money in Miami on their taxes or whatever. Let's talk about the Georgia woman that files a bogus $94 million tax return.
How much?
$94 million.
$94 million tax return.
Okay, so it says Georgia authorities went to a great deal of trouble to nab a woman who filed a state income tax return for a whopping $94 million. State revenue agents actually cut a check for $94 million and told Bridget Jackson to come down to the Cobb County Bank inside a supermarket to cash it.
What? Wait.
They set her
up. Stop. Did she really believe that she was going to get $94 million in cash?
Special ed, honey. And when she arrived and tried to redeem the bogus document, the handcuffs came out.
Oh man! I wish I could have been there.
It says it doesn't matter if it's $94 or $94 million. Special Investigations Chief Josh Waits told the station, "We're going to go after you and hold you accountable." The woman had claimed $99 million in wages as the basis for the mammoth refund amount. Authorities said she has been charged with theft and conspiracy to defraud the state. Where's my bill? $94 million.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've always told people, like, if I was gonna steal some money, it would have to be for a big amount. Enough.
Go hard or go home, man.
Right, but come on, that was a bit.
That's too much.
That was
like
too
really
much.
$94 million. I could see maybe $9,400. You know, that kind of makes sense during tax time. But baby, $94 million.
Right. And where was she from? Where was
Georgia,
she living?
baby. Georgia.
What part of Georgia was this? Does it say?
Cobb County. So where's Cobb County? That's like near the Atlanta area, right?
I don't know. But come on, you.
Georgia's next door, and I don't even know the counties like that. Yeah, that's crazy. Where's my belt? I need to go get my belt right now because that ass needs to be spanked.
For real. All right. So next up for Where Is My Belt? Today I saw a video of a group of cousins from Indiana on spring break in Florida fought back against a would-be robber, tackling him to the ground and taking his gun. So it's a video on Facebook, y'all. Now in this video, I'm watching the video and I'm going to try to describe it. You see 4 guys standing by like a blue, I can't make out what kind of car it is, but it's a shiny car. It's a nice car. The next gas pump over, you see a black car with tinted windows. Guy gets out of the car, black guy, has some type of hood on his head, mask. It definitely wasn't a mask. It looked like he just took a shirt and wrapped it around his head. He runs over to them. He's walking up to them. He pulls out a gun. One guy tries to walk off, and the guy puts his arm out to stop him. Another guy comes over and tries to take the gun. They tussle. Another guy jumps on him from the back. The other guy, he's kind of watching. Then the guy falls down, and now all 3 of the cousins are now on him. Now, that's 3 of the cousins. One of the other cousins in this red shirt is standing off to the side, just kind of watching. The guy who was the driver of the black car gets out, no shirt on, comes charging over. He like bulldozes one of the cousins that's standing over the guy. Now their other cousin is still standing in the red shirt. Like, how you watch somebody bulldoze your cousin over and you still just standing there? Now mind you, the other 2 cousins are still tussling with the gunman. So the guy with the shirt proceeds to tussle with them. The cousin that got bulldozed over, he's kind of jumping around. Staggering around. So the one cousin, he was gangster. He got the guy with no shirt on. He got him off, and then one of the other cousins actually got the gun. Now this cousin was gangster. He came over. He had the gun in his hand. He follows them over to the car. He still has the gun in his hand. It looks like they're saying something, kind of, back and forth.
Right.
The guy who originally had the gun starts making his way over to them. And the guy with the gun holds the gun up like he's ready to shoot him. I thought he was going to shoot him. So they still exchange some words, and the guy with the gun still is pointing it at him and putting it down, and he points it back at him. I guess he tells him, you need to get the fuck in the car, go ahead, or whatever. Yo, this was intense. This was intense, but I need my belt. I need my belt for 2 people. I need my belt for the cousin that was in the red shirt who just stood by and watched the whole thing. Like, there's no way I'm going to watch you get bulldozed down.
Man, he probably on drugs. That's why I was saying Molly Percocet. He on something. That's that mojo. Come on now.
Stay off that mojo.
Right. You're supposed to help out your cousin, especially when you're almost like when you're about to get robbed type shit. Like, what?
So, and then the other guy, the guy with the gun, like, you had a whole entire gun, and it must have been a real gun, because when that other guy was pointing at him, he backed off and put his hands up and backed off. Why did you why did you get so close to 4 people like that? Like, he went right up on them. He should have just stood out a distance or something. I don't know. But he need his ass whooped. And I say that's what he get. The tables turned on him, and that's what he get. That is what he gets. Okay, so for our next segment, we're going to give y'all some more old school versus new school. So in this segment of old school versus new school, we are going to talk about Coming to America 2. Arcia Santos, are you here for it?
I don't know. I'm going to say nay. I ain't going to say yay. I'm going to say nay. I don't know. What you think about it? Coming to America 2? Like, it's been 30 plus years.
So...
To make a sequel?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not here for it. So let me read y'all just a little quick blurb on it. So it says, directing duties will fall to Craig Brewer. He did Hustle and Flow, Black Snake Moan, and Dolomite Is My Name. So the plot is Prince Hakeem, as he returns to the U.S. to meet his long-lost son, in quotations. The filmmakers...
Grandson.
No, son, right? The filmmakers are trying to assemble the original cast, which includes Arsenio Hall, Sherry Hadley, John Amos, and the great James Earl Jones. And the film is set to open on August 7th, 2020. That's a classic. I feel like they didn't need to
long lost son.
Right.
So what happened? Like, going to do in Queens? But like, where was that scene then? I'm lost. Like,
yeah, I'm not hype about it. I feel like that should have just stayed a classic.
Randy Watts gonna be on there. Session Chop.
That should have just stayed a classic.
I don't know.
It will be interesting to see if he does multiple characters again. I will say that's one of the things I liked about the first movie.
Right. Well, I'm still gonna go watch it. I'm probably still gonna go watch it if it hits the theaters, or it's gonna be on Netflix or something.
It says the film is set to open on August 7th, so I'm assuming it's gonna be in theaters. I'll see what the trailers look like. Let's see if the trailers win me over, but as of right now, it's a chop from me.
It's a nay?
It's a nay.
Okay. What's the next one?
The next one is, let's talk about Color Purple.
Show is ugly.
You show is ugly. So, Color Purple, y'all. Color Purple. Arcia Santos actually hadn't even heard about this, so I don't know how many of y'all have heard about this. So, the original film, as you all know, starred Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey. And then they did a Broadway play that starred Cynthia Ervio? I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to pronounce that last name.
She was on Broadway?
Yeah, she was on Broadway. She played the character.
I thought Fantasia was on Broadway too with The Color Purple at one point in time.
I think she was.
Maybe I'm wrong.
She was. But they're redoing the movie, y'all, as a musical. So that's why we're talking about the Broadway play. So it's coming back to be a movie, and it's bringing along all the Broadway songs. I'm not a big fan of too many musicals, so it would have to be done right and really well.
I think it will be, though. Who are the producers again?
So the producers, Spielberg, Oprah Winfrey, and music producer Quincy Jones are producing this musical take on the original film. Oh, and a guy named Scott Sanders of Broadway fame. Okay. So, I mean, with those names in it, it might be produced well. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. What do you...
Didn't Quincy Jones produce like some of the music or whatever in the original film?
That's a good question.
I believe so.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's a quick Google away, though.
Yeah, it is. I don't feel like pulling out my cellular device. I think it's going to be good.
So you're here for it?
I'm here for it. I'm a major fan of Color Purple. It's one of the movies, along with Coming to America, it's one of those movies I can just watch over and over and not get tired of it. So, as far as musical, I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, I think it's going to be really awesome, though.
We'll see. I'm like I said, I'm on the fence for that one. It's not a chop, but I'm not here for it either.
I think they need to get some more producers other than Quincy.